As-salamu Aleikum and welcome back to Deen and Chai. If you're new around here, I make different videos on Deen over a cup of chai, which is empty today because it's Ramadan. If you're interested in staying connected, don't forget to hit subscribe. So today, let's talk about our relationship with the Quran. How can we strengthen this relationship? And it's not just limited to Ramadan, this is something that we can apply any day of the year, inshallah. So first, let's talk about the niyyah, our intention. This is a very important foundation to have before we even begin to recite the Quran. So this foundation needs to be strong. And you can have more than one niyyah, more than one intention. Having these solid intentions will inshallah make you more likely to follow through with the action. So what are some examples of some intentions that we could have? The Prophet ﷺ said, whoever recites a letter from the book of Allah, he will receive one hasana. And each hasana brings a tenfold reward. I do not say that alif, lam, mim is one letter, but rather alif is a letter, lam is a letter, and mim is a letter. So we learn from this hadith that every letter that we recite is a good deed for us, and then multiplied by 10, inshallah. It's a very generous reward for each letter. So we can quickly rack up points when reciting Quran. So one of our intentions could be that we want to collect these points. Another intention, we have the ayah in the Quran that says, أَلَا بِذِكْرِ اللَّهِ تَطْمَئِنُّ الْقُلُوبِ. Verily, in the remembrance of Allah, do hearts find rest. This is a beautiful ayah telling us that if we remember Allah, our hearts will find peace, will find tranquility. And reading Quran is a form of remembrance of Allah. So another intention that we could have is wanting to be in remembrance of Allah and wanting to have that peace in our hearts. Another intention, there is a hadith, the Prophet ﷺ says, Allah has His own people among mankind. They said, O Messenger of Allah, who are they? He said, the people of the Quran, the people of Allah, and those who are closest to Him. Wouldn't we all want to be from this special group of people that are considered the special people of Allah? Wouldn't we all want to earn that position? The people of the Quran are amongst this group of people according to this hadith. So another intention that we could have is that we want to be considered from the people of Allah. We want to be part of this elite group, inshallah. So these are 3 examples of different intentions that we can have to recite the Quran. And there are many other intentions that we could have as well. So we should take some time to understand the various benefits, the various rewards and blessings that we get from reciting the Quran. And once we have those strong intentions in place, whether it's 1 or 2 or 3 intentions that we feel very strongly about, it helps us feel the value of the Quran and allows it to be easier for us to take the next step, inshallah, of incorporating it into our daily life. You read 1 page, you have just read hundreds of letters, and then you realize that's multiplied by 10, so it's actually thousands of rewards. You read and you feel, I want to be in remembrance of Allah. I want to find peace in my heart. You read and you feel, I want to be amongst that special group of people. So you start to build this connection because you have a good foundation and you have those intentions. Okay. So now that you have built this strong foundation, how do you enter into the action of reciting Quran? Do wudu. Prepare for your recitation of the Quran. Prepare for that connection with Allah. It is not just any book that you are picking up. So prepare for that. Make it special. And wudu itself has a calming and refreshing effect. So it's a beautiful start to get mentally prepared to recite Quran. Make a commitment every day and make this commitment very, very, very realistic. If you are currently not picking up the Quran every day, then make your commitment just a few minutes each day. Do not overdo it. Do not overburden yourself. Make it something very easy to achieve. So for example, start with 5 minutes. That's it. Just 5 minutes a day and that's it. And then once you build that connection, inshallah, you will get to a point where one day you're sitting there and you realize, oh, 10 minutes passed, where did the time go? And then it becomes 20 minutes and so on. So you start to build that stronger connection, inshallah. You will find joy in reciting Quran. You will find peace in it. It will become a part of your daily life, inshallah. And if a day passes and you haven't recited the Quran, you will feel something is missing from your day and you will want to go and recite Quran. So set that very small commitment and let the rest happen naturally, inshallah. Another important thing is to make sure you understand what you are reciting. If you don't understand the Arabic language, have a good translation of the Quran that you use so that you understand the meaning, you understand what you are reading, and you benefit from it. And the last thing is to make dua. Make sincere dua that Allah puts in your heart the love for Quran, that Allah puts in your heart that connection with the Quran. So make dua. This is a great month to work on strengthening our connection with the Quran. I hope, inshallah, that you found benefit from these tools to work on this connection, inshallah. If you enjoyed this video, leave a comment below and share this with someone who might benefit as well, inshallah. As-salamu Aleikum.